What's going on, guys? It's Chris here from CKGC, and today I'm playing some Vampyr. This is episode 5, and I apologize for not, or I apologize for the big gap between episode 4 and episode 5. I was getting caught up doing stuff. Either way, though, I am here now, and I'm planning to do another stream tomorrow, which will be episode 6 of this, and I do not know if I'm going to do a Greedfall video tonight yet or not. But anyway, this is episode 5, and I cannot remember what happened in episode 4, but we'll remember. We'll get caught up here. And I also do remember that this game was kind of a B word. It's kind of hard actually for me. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, this is where we're at. Okay, I remember perfectly now. I just have to remember how to play. Alright. I hope we got her here. Alright, yeah, we got it. Alright, maybe not. Come on. Ouch, asshole. Oh, there we go. I'm a little rusty, I can feel it. Okay, yeah. Okay, I dodged that. We're still alive here. Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, no, I'm not sorry. Alright. Yeah, how you like it?
Put an end to you! Shit!
Ooh. Ooh. What you want, man, huh? What you want?
You're mine, Simon!
Sorry for being quiet, I'm concentrating here, but it's getting to the point where I don't really need to. I got this guy figured out here, I think. Ouch, okay, maybe not. Don't get too cocky, Chris. Yes. Sweet. Nice work, nice work.
And off to church he goes. A newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin. Forget your old, weaker self.
What do you want from me?
You don't look friendly.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn.
Holy,
them.
you're a big fucking guy.
I shall return as your judge and jury.
He is a big mofo.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared. I remember those guys very well too. We'll take the easy route right here. Give me 2 seconds to read those comments. Ouch. Okay, wrong button. That's okay. Alright, one sec, itch my leg. Alright, click this, make sure my volume is down, there we go. And then just drop my fucking phone and make a loud noise. Hi Max, how you doing? And thank you for subscribing. And who you talking about, Kenneth? Who is that? That big guy was a bad guy. And I just dropped my phone again. And the red guy with the cross, was it even
What is
more
it that you want?
bad guy?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
Take no offense, Vicar. I seek just a moment in nothing but my own company.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Just know, I cared for her.
Take him to a private room
You
and
seem
kill him.
so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I wish I could forget all this.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are...
Why would you say all that, you
Go
ding
in
dong?
peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
I don't want him to say all that.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all. It's locked, all right.
Let's figure out where we're at.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
District, serious. Why are you so serious? Let's go. Oh, no, I see why you're so serious. Oh, please. No. Yes, I beat him with a shot. Bad, bad, bad. Why are you so... Oh, no. We shall not die. 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 Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. We're so dead. I can't even see where I'm running. I think he's faster than me too. I hate to say it. Just keep running. Oh, don't tell me there's another one. Okay, this is just a sniper. Oh, this is another one I knew there would be. Kill him, motherfucker, I hear him running. Why are you not running for me? Oh, would left to load, of course. Hopefully they left that screeching thing instead of me.
Force and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you. Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur. I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
And he's upstairs in his office, if I'm correct. Here we go, that's what I was looking for. Here's the stuff. One medicine.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song.
Sounds like Arnold.
You're a
terrorism.
woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Yeah, you don't want to get your ass whooped.
By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What you talking about, you big Sally?
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here,
I
I will put an end to this.
There you go, problem solved.
Sean
Big
Hampton
guy.
lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Let's go see if I can eat some of our patients. Or just steal some of our supplies. What's outside? I don't want to go there. Not yet, at least. Codeine!
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Come on, can I not interact with any of them? Yes.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. There were some loud noises, like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Waste your time with me.
Well, Codeine, I had to be able to kill one of you guys.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland. And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I don't know, can you?
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
No. Okay, so if I look here, I gotta sleep. Do I have a bed? Where's my room? It is upstairs, correct? I think it is. I hope it's up here. Don't think it's there.
I cannot enter.
Here's my office, I believe. I hope. Alright, I don't know if it's mine. Yeah, it's gotta be mine. Sweet. Sweet. Now where? How do I do the I don't know. I tried to get that one. I feel like the other one confirmed. Right, we know that, we know. He's a level 1 too, so. Come on, Harvey, I know you're here somewhere. Found ya.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good
Yeah, I
evening,
wasn't
Mr. Fiddick.
feeling.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet. Reads me like a book. I never could keep it.
No, why can't I Just eat.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good
I
evening,
hate
Dr.
this.
Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Oh, shoot.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if my missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Let's see.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Oh, sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
It's locked, all right.
Alright, how far is that? 200. Let's go see what you guys are doing. And by that means do your stuff.
Safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt
let me tell ya.
introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Okay, maybe I won't kill you.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
What you got? Is that a shotgun? I can't buy it though, so never mind, you're worthless. Investigate citizens' actions. Where are the citizens?
Consider the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a tragedy, pure and simple. The hospital is meant to be a safe haven to all. We failed the people who trusted us with their care.
Do you think I should not have brought Mr. Hampton back here?
It's not your fault. You rescued that poor soul. It was the Christian thing to do. But we should have noticed his instability.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Alright, if I can not run into a body that's dying. Let's question this lady.
I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Would you care to partake in this meal with me?
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent. For there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain.
Badass.
And exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
I could have took him on.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols, or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Alright, let's get straight to the
Have you
accusations.
embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon. Good evening, the hospital.
Everybody's afraid. Death has always been a frequent visitor. But murder? How can we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty to deal with these things as best you can.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
Alright, just don't tell me about the fucking monster, you dumb bitch. Female dog, female dog.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about
No offense.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it either.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Asshole.
The pain. It's here again.
Oh. Hit the jackpot, did I?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Again, just gonna... One sec. I can't believe my game just froze on me like that. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys, because the game froze. But I am gonna be doing another one, especially of Greedfall. But if I don't do another vampire one tonight, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Yeah, peace.